What's going on YouTube? It's Moski or KTMB or foreign, I'm shorty. But this is gonna be a slight different video. This is not gonna be like a story time or anything. This is just like a life update. I just got some bad news today, and yeah, there's a lot going on. So basically, we gonna be getting either kicked out our spot, our apartment. We only been staying there for lately about like 3 to 4 months. We moved there in like February or whatever, and we already basically getting a violation notice and basically getting kicked out. And basically, we don't got nobody to rely on. It's just us, and basically, yeah, we probably gonna be living in this crappy car, and this car is not reliable. This is only something that basically we could just get our hands on to get us from point A to point B. It's now breaking down on us, and it's not fully all the way there. And we can't really rely on nobody. We already tried that. We was just already homeless basically before this situation. So, and until we finally got our own spot, now we already getting kicked out, and there's a lot of stuff going on. So, this is definitely a different video. So, I'm going to break it down basically a little bit on what's going on. I'm going to also probably do like a life update part 2 of what's been going on in the past, like what we've been dealing with. Like, I know everything is not peachy and cool. Like, I'm just now starting back on this YouTube stuff. Like, I was doing this before, like, 10, 12 years ago, maybe even 14, I probably would say. And, you know, I took a long break. You know, I was growing up, being a kid and a teen or whatever, so I stopped doing it. So, basically, this is the reason why we're getting a violation, we getting kicked out. So it's basically mainly over dogs and me, but not like really my fault because I really don't know the rules technically, I guess you could say. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Give me a sec. My fault if the audio ain't gonna be good. There's a lot of cars and stuff going around. You know, I'm outside my girl's school. So basically this is my girl's spot, and we just moved there in February. We was homeless before that. We even stayed with her grumpy sister. I'm gonna say bitchy. I hope we can say that. But yeah. So man. So basically they didn't really like us since we first basically got that. Like, they liked my girl, but this where they stopped liking us at. And it was because of my OG, I ain't gonna lie. So there was like one time it was basically like the first week. He was hitting us with like a whole bunch of extra stuff, like with money and stuff like that. But you know, it just seemed like unusual, like it was weird. So my OG, you know, she used to work at a apartment complex in our town. She used to be a manager before, and so was my I guess you could say sister-in-law, like my girlfriend's. I mean, my brother's wife or whatever. So she, you know, she worked for a complex for sure. And you know, it was just a lot, and it seemed like they was trying to get over on my girl because, you know, she a little young, and then this our first spot, you feel me? So they really try to just basically, like, you know, I feel like they was trying to get over on us, but not too much. But you know, still seemed like it was something. Then my mom went to go confront the issue, and they didn't like my mom because I guess she was right on certain things. And then, you know, this landlord got like a snotty attitude, but I ain't gonna lie, so does my mom. So like, with two bad attitudes mixing together, they clash, or whatever the case may be. And you know, my mom was just hitting them with words and facts, but you know, my OG could be aggressive. So is the landlord. So they bumped heads. So that became the first problem. And anyway, they trespassed my OG, coming to find out from my girl that I just recently found out. And I was like, wow, okay. So that's the first issue. That's when they really stopped liking us. Now, my name ain't on the lease, but you know, like, I still come in visits, or you know, I stay time for time with my girl because, you know, it's my girl. So, you know, you feel me? And I don't got nowhere to stay, but you know, I'll be staying with like my friends or my with my mom or my brothers here and there, whatever the case may be. And you know, we was planning on putting my name on the lease soon anyway, but you know, I got some stuff to figure out with my background and some other stuff, so it's basically gonna be hard for me because of my background and some all other legal drama and stuff I didn't pass, whatever. So there was this one time, basically ever since that incident, there was this one time, reason it wasn't even like too long ago, I believe it was like 2 months ago, maybe even last month. So we got 2 dogs, you know, but the thing is, like, they wasn't leased in on the property yet. It was basically, they was still over at my girl's sister's crib. And, you know, sometimes we'd be having her nieces, I call them my nieces too, so basically like our nieces, and the dogs basically staying with the sister at the time. Now, sometimes when we have the girls or whatever, we have the dogs. And so sometimes they would see us or whatever. They didn't care, didn't mind it. But whenever I have the dog, it basically, whenever I had the dogs, whatever, sometimes the dogs would stay longer. We'll bring the dogs out, whatever. Like, especially me, if I bring the dogs out, it was a problem. Now, I feel like it was because of based off my OG. So I feel like they ain't like me off the rip. So that's basically the point. And whatever, there was this one time where like the dogs had to go. So one of our dogs is 6. He's a teacup Chihuahua. He's gray. And then we got a bully German Shepherd mix. His name is Scrappy. And you know, he's still a pup, but you know, he's still growing. He's only about like 5-6 months. Not even. He was just born last December, literally, of 2023. And yeah. So you know, he's going to be decently like a big dog, but he's not big yet. He's still a baby. He's still a puppy. So basically my girl was too sleepy to even take them out. I'm too lazy, whatever. So I went to go take them out. You know, I take them out even before then, but you know, this time it was supposed to be her turn, so I ended up taking them out. Convenient enough, the landlord was handling some spots or some business around like the complex or whatever. And it was right next to our unit. It was literally like the apartment complex, literally right next from us. So next thing you know, because I don't know the rules, I'm just visiting. I don't stay there, so I don't know. So like, I seen other people take their dogs out without no leashes and stuff like that. So you know, I'm thinking it's, you know, it's cool, it's whatever. I'm taking the dogs out, and the landlord, you know, saw me taking the dogs out. You know, I'm rushing because, you know, Scrappy, he's not potty trained yet. The German Shepherd bully is not potty trained yet. So when he got to go, when he by that door, he's letting us know he got to go. So we don't want him to poop or pee all up in the crib or whatever the case may be. So she let me know. She was like, next, are they supposed to be on a leash? I'm like, okay. And then she was like, yeah, next time make sure you put them on the leash. I'm like, okay, ma'am. Thank you. Next time I will put them on the leash. Apparently that was one of the rules. Reason I still don't know about, and even my girl don't know about, because she read most of the rules. That's something that wasn't like in the rule book or whatever. I don't know if it is, but we definitely gonna find more steps into it. So, man, so I take them out and whatever. They use the bathroom. I pick up their poop, stuff like that. The next day, they put a letter through our door. Actually, it wasn't even the next day. It was the same day. Later on, like probably like an hour later, they put a letter through our door. It was said there was 2 violations. 3, actually. It was 3 violations. The main one was because the dogs was being there, and plus they wasn't on a leash. And 2 for not picking up the poop. And 3 for me being there. For 1, okay, yeah, DC, right, but you know, at the same time, they already knew the situation. They wasn't like really staying there. But at this point, since we got to pay for them to stay there, the register or whatever, and it's $200 to register a dog there, and then after that, it's $50 for the dog to basically like for rent. So that's fine, that's okay. So basically, we got to pay $400, and then we got to pay $100 for, you know, basically $50 for each dog. So okay, so that's $100. So, okay, that's fine. So we got a violation for that, and plus the fee for that, and for the violation. And also, while them being on the leash, and then for me being there, and for me not picking up the poop, we got violation and fees for that. So that was basically like 2 to 3 fees off the rip. two to three violations and plus fees. And if we get one more, we get kicked out. So basically today, I took the dogs out. And, you know, I'm thinking this is going to be a quick mission. I'm taking them out. I can't find any collars, so they leashes. So, you know, if they really got to go, I'm not going to have them poop and pee in the crib. Once again, take them out. Do whatever. My girl is at work, so this is rely on me. And, you know, it was good until we was going back to the apartment. And the landlord was walking or whatever. She was doing some stuff again. And then, she said something to me again about them being on a leash. I was like, okay, that's fine. Or whatever the case may be. And, you know, she came at me like snotty, like, and rude. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry about that. Woody woo. And then she said something about the babies. We been stopped having the babies over. We already paid for the dog fees. And I'm finna get into that next. We are, you know, she was just basically coming off rude. And then I opened the door. And then she also charged me a violation and a fee for, like, far as today, for the door being prompt open and for also the dogs not being on the leash. That's not my fault that the door was unlocked. That wasn't me who did it. Now, I know who did it, but, you know, you need a key to get back into the building. And a lot of people prompt over that door a lot. Every neighbor has prompt over that door. Or just open it. You feel me? Like, all types of stuff. But they targeted me, but since they see me do it, it was a problem. And I was like, well, I seen people do it all the time. That wasn't even me that did it. But then she was like, well, I seen you do it, woo boo. That's going to be a violation. It's going to be a fee. I'm like, wow, okay. So, take the dogs in. I let my girl know. And, you know, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. So, basically, we probably finna get a violation because that was our third violation. They added the door thing on top of that. So, even before this, right, I'll probably say a month or two before that, they already told us that we have to pay for the dogs, basically register, and for them to start paying rent over there for the dogs. Reason we did so last month, basically last month. No, it was basically supposed to be for this month, right? So we basically we try to pay rent for this month, but we was only trying to pay half for like right now, because we was gonna get the other half. We just had to wait on my girl's check, whatever, because you know she gets paid weird, whatever now in her new job. So we paid half, and they took all that and put it towards the dog fees and the fees. Reason we wrote it down and said that it was supposed to be for the rent, but they didn't. They just put it towards the fees and the violations. So now we gotta come up with basically like another $1,200 basically to pay the rent, and it's only a 1-bedroom, and we ain't even talk about utilities and stuff yet. So basically it's already $1,200. So we gotta come up with another $1,200. We thought we was already paying for like half the rent already, but they put it towards the dogs and the dog fees and the fees basically for us or whatever. Okay. So now we've been struggling to come up with it because she just recently started this job. It was hard for me to get a job because of my background, but I still get help from my OG because my OG gets money from me and stuff like that, and that's something personal that I don't really feel like getting into it with yet. And I'm gonna explain that in like another life update, or maybe a random video where I just talk about what's going on or whatever. There's a lot. There's a lot going on that I haven't even explained yet. So it's just like it's so much going on. So we think we paying the rent. We basically paid the fees, and man, like, so now we sitting here, we was trying to struggle, and we were just finally getting. We just got into it with my OG because, you know, the agreement was she was gonna pay some of the money for me, and basically I want to help my girl basically stay there because eventually I'm gonna put my name on a lease. So, and then so, you know, sometimes I'll help out with the rent, you know, even though most of the time she got it and she might still need something. This is my girl, I'm finna help out, you know, this is her first spot, so, you know, she's happy for this. So, you know, I'm finna do it as a man and help out. I'm not finna have my girl wildin'. We've been together for a little long time, so you know. So it's like, and plus I'm being there on the weekends, or sometimes during the week. So it'd be like, why not contribute? You feel me? I'm not doing that nowhere else really. So it's like, what else I'm gonna do? You feel me? So there goes that. And there's just so much, like, man. So we get in the scuffle with my OG for like this past week. They said help us pay the rent like how she promised. And she's trying to come up with every excuse in the rule book, like she got this, she got that. But she gets so much bread basically off from me, from the government or whatever, that is like, it's crazy. And she barely trying to help out. And wherever she's doing with her money, she needs to stop doing it. And it's basically not even her money. It's basically like both our money, but it's mainly mine. And she's getting money from me. And she wasn't trying to help. And when we finally got it, I just got it a couple days ago. I finally put it towards the rent, and I had to come up with the rest. Reason it took me a while to do because, you know, I don't got no job or nothing. So sometimes I'll be doing Insta work, or I'll be doing some other stuff, or helping out people, get money that way. So, you feel me? So, there goes that. You know, and it's just so much, and they not even try to be lenient, and then, you know, they just be on BS because of my OG and them getting into it, and plus me. And I guess they don't like me off the simple fact because my OG and the landlord got into it. You know, they don't got no problem with my girl or nobody else doing some stuff, but as soon as I do it, it's like, it's a problem. And it's fishy because it seems like the only time they do something is when they target me. And they don't talk to my girl at all, because my girl went down to the office a lot of times without the dogs being on a leash, and they never said nothing about it. Like, but as soon as I do it, it's a problem. Like, that's the whole problem. So now we probably finna be on the street. We don't got nobody really to rely on. So we probably gonna be sleeping in this crappy car until we both get enough money to pay off this, you know, to grab another car and probably fix this one, because we definitely gonna need two off the stuff she be doing, off the stuff I be doing. Yeah, because I'm thinking about going back to school for auto mechanic or, you know, construction and stuff like that. So I've been trying to focus on that and still trying to find out to get a job, because, you know, I'm only doing like Insta work. It's almost like a tip ABC. You do jobs. How Insta work works, you sub in for people who ain't there at work or any business. So basically, like, you could sub in for people at Walmart, construction, or anything. And if they like you, if you do the work. You could probably sign up there or whatever and stay on that job. The reason there was a couple of jobs that I actually like it, I wanted to stay, and they actually let me stay for a couple of days, whatever, just to see how it goes. And they like me or whatever. But it's just like, it's been so busy with the stuff. She got school, so I gotta rely on her schedule a lot too, because we both got stuff going on. So it's like, yeah. And man, and like it's been a lot. It's been a lot. Like, I can't even, like, I'm lost for words right now. There's been so much going on. And I feel like they really out for my girl because of my OG and because of me. And I feel bad because now we gotta pay. How they doing it? We gotta pay for this month's rent. Reason we just did, and we still owed a little bit of money, so we trying to come up with that too. And also next month's rent, even though it's like 30 days or whatever, they giving us 30 days to basically move on and stuff like that. And we gotta pay for that month's rent. Reason I feel like we shouldn't have to pay if we getting kicked out. And then hopefully they don't put a UD on our record, but they might. And I don't want that to happen. We also probably gotta come up with the rest of the money for that too. Basically, you know, whatever we gotta pay off for this apartment. And then my credit is messed up because I can't get no spot, because my credit is messed up because of my OG of some old apartments or whatever. My name wasn't even supposed to be on the lease, but it was, coming to find out. And I think my OG signed my name on it. And yeah, my credit is messed up. My background is messed up. Like, my background is already messed up from like my criminal past and whatever else, but now it's doubled and messed up because of this credit BS. So got bad credit, so it ain't like I could just up and get us a spot or wherever the case may be. So now I definitely gotta get on my toes. We definitely gotta get on our toes now to basically like save up, get another spot. So I might upload sometimes, might not. Most likely I'm gonna be homeless, so I ain't really gonna be focused on YouTube at the moment, but I will still try to be consistent or whatever. And I'm trying to, we basically trying to figure everything out, and it's a lot. So yeah, on 400 of them, man, it's crazy, man. And it's like, I want to do another, like, a little talk with y'all, man, like, because everything's so expensive nowadays. Even when we trying to do stuff, some people are just greedy or messed up and don't understand certain situations. And, like, some people really trying out here and really can't do nothing. Like, ever since COVID, inflation went up, food went up, cars went up. Like, man, it's a lot going on, man. So many people trying to get over people, man, and it's wild on finding them. Like, bro, like, who knows, man? Like, it's just crazy. There's a lot going on. So, yeah, just got some bad news today. This is basically like a little life update. This ain't like a normal video, so I'm probably just finna straight up upload this, but still put a like on this video so I can just get everywhere, because it helps me out and it helps creators out if you like that video. You don't even gotta fully subscribe, but still subscribe if you want to. Still like if you want to, but I advise you to like, you feel me? But man, these landlords need to stop trying to get over on people and stop having hatred towards certain people, and sitting there need to stop, having ill will and attitudes certain people over because it wasn't even their fault. I feel like this is my girl's spot. If it was really that serious there, I really didn't have to really be there, but I'm just visiting. And they basically, going at her because of me and my family. And I'm not even really family because my family barely be there, but it'd be like, and also a little bit of hers too, but it's just so much. And it's so messed up. I kind of feel bad because it was basically like DC, like, my fault, but at the same time not. They just been having it in for me, or whatever the case may be. I'm finding them, like, it's just wild. I feel like it's a shame. They shouldn't have the right to do that, but who knows? We're gonna have to read and figure it out. But man, hopefully we can fix something. But if not, that's just, it is what it is. But alright, man, I'm gonna probably do another video probably like later on today. I probably ain't won't post it for probably like another week or in a couple of days, but I'll let y'all know. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. It's Moski. You did. Alright, bro.